Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I do have some cinnamon in my coffee and I'm feeling pretty good this morning. So I found some pretty good information around this morning. But first, I wanted to show you, this is a tweet from XRP Yoda. I've talked about XRP Yoda before. I think they have one of the best XRP logos on Twitter. You should follow at XRP Yoda for sure, because I'm assuming it's a he puts out some good information like this one right here. He says, retweet, I beg you all. I haven't retweeted this yet, so I'm going to retweet it myself. I wanted to show you this. Please stop using CoinMarketCap. Its manipulation has now been realized. Look at Forbes' true market cap. So he shows you this right here. This is CoinMarketCap you're looking at. And for those of you that think that this doesn't matter, well, it does matter. When BTC is showing as number 1 and XRP is showing as number 3, when it actually should be showing like 30-something billion here and being number 2, the articles that immediately begin to be written about, oh, Ethereum has passed XRP. It helps Ethereum and it hurts XRP when they start writing those articles and the media begins that entire spin. And so now in the long run, no, it doesn't matter. But in the short to mid run, that does affect it affects the price movement. And so don't think for a minute that CoinMarketCap that this is not by design, because all you have to do if you want to see that is let's look at the other one. This is the one. This is ForbesCrypto.com. Theirs shows Bitcoin, and then it shows about the same price for XRP, but it shows 34 billion to Ethereum's 15.4 billion. And so that makes a difference in the mind of investors or potential people that are looking to invest in these. If you're looking at the number 2 digital asset and it's as cheap as XRP is, that has a psychological effect. And there's a couple of things CoinMarketCap has never addressed. First of all, they won't address why Forbes is doing this and some of the others are doing it the right way, and they aren't. But the number one thing I've never heard CoinMarketCap address is why, from the beginning of CoinMarketCap, why do they accept donations in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, I believe. But they do not accept donations in what is actually the number 2 digital asset in the world, which is XRP. There's a reason for that. There's a reason that they don't accept XRP donations. And I've always believed that reason is the same philosophical reason that Brian Armstrong will not add XRP to Coinbase, because he hates XRP, just like CoinMarketCap, I believe, hates XRP. I believe they're Bitcoin maximalists, and I believe that's the reason. And I've never heard them address that. Why have they never accepted donations in XRP? That's the question. That's the one they don't want to answer, because I've never seen it answered, and I would love to hear the answer to that. Moving along. Let's see. This is from XRP Watchman. I don't think I've seen him on here before, but he put this out, so I'll give him some credit. At XRP_Watchman. I don't know if a watchman is like a riddler or what, but this is the first time I've seen this one. But he did a tweet: luxury property in Florida for sale, accepts BTC, ETH, and XRP for purchase. So I thought this was interesting, and this goes in line with one of the things I've been telling you is that the pop culture is going to begin to get on board with all these digital assets, and this is one of the examples of how pop culture will begin to get involved. This is a property, $2.5 million property in Miami-Dade. Looks nice. I see no problem with being able to have that kind of a view and look at that and have a nice place like that with my XRP one day. Why not? And maybe like I've said in the past, maybe we'll never sell our XRP. Maybe we won't have to. That's a very distinct possibility, by the way. Okay, another guy. I've talked about this guy before, Crypto Pilot. In fact, I've talked to him. He's messaged me before at Compass_crypto. I want to say that this guy, I can't remember if he told me he's currently a pilot or used to be a pilot, but apparently he's a pilot. So I'm going to go with he's currently a pilot. And I want to say that he told me that he lived in Georgia when I talked. I get a lot of messages, and so, but I want to say that. So don't quote me. But anyway, he was retweeting this. Who would need any other exchange if Binance did this? And this is a tweet that, and this is somebody else you should follow, at Ripple Panda XRP. They had tweeted this to Binance. Hi CZ Binance. I do know some of this is not. They must be from somewhere besides America. The English seems a little broken here. Got plans to allow customers to deposit fiat to purchase cryptocurrency. What about buying with credit cards? And then CZ Binance replied, careful what you wish for. And remember, that is the same thing he said, I think, about XRP base pairs when somebody asked him about XRP base pairs. So what that tells me is that Binance is going to be adding the ability to buy digital assets with credit cards soon. Now, that I don't know about being able to link your bank account in the United States or where and that type of thing, but he's obviously got some things in the works as far as being able to go straight into Binance, which I've never been able to do. That I don't think you can do it. And then I wanted to give another shout out to Crypto Pilot. He said something nice. He was commenting this morning on, I believe it was this morning, on different YouTubers that he liked, and he said a nice comment to me. If you drink your coffee with a little bit of cinnamon, then you are already watching The Digital Asset Investor. He has the most calming, sincere voice, nothing but the research facts. I really like how he gives credit where credit is due. A real gentleman. I really appreciate Crypto Pilot and the kind words. Thanks so much for that. Let me like that. But that was really nice of him. He didn't have to say that, but I hope that I was telling some friends actually last night that people on Twitter and that are listening on YouTube, there's a lot of very smart people out there. And because I had some guys asking me, they said they were interested in starting a YouTube channel, and what I told them is that if you want to do that, you better be sincere. Don't think that you're going to go on and you're going to scam people into believing that you believe something when you really don't, or trying to sell something to them if you're not using that something yourself, or that's not something that you really believe in. Because if you don't, there's a lot of smart people out there and they know it instantly. They know it, and so you can't. It's all about being 100% genuine. If you're not going to be genuine, really in life, not just on YouTube, people will sense it and it will turn them off. And so, anyway, that's my 2 cents there. But I appreciate the kind words from Crypto Pilot. Okay, this has to do with the title of my video. I said how you could lose your Ripple XRP, and you should listen very closely to what I've kind of been going through, following this theme the last week or two, and it came up with the proof of keys, and I decided that I had not really talked enough about the safety of your digital assets, and I think it's necessary and important to an extent to scare you into being paranoid about protecting your digital assets, because my own family members have lost digital assets because we weren't scared enough, and so it is important that you be scared about, and paranoid about getting your digital assets off of the exchanges. That's a big deal. And here I'm about to show you two articles that are reasons why. Thousands of banned Binance customers remain cut off by the exchange. Now, Binance is a great exchange, but Binance is in an evolving world of regulations and things like this. And there's nothing that Binance can do about that. Binance, the world's second largest digital asset exchange by trade volume, has withdrawn its services from countries targeted by U.S. economic sanctions in line with its controversial revised terms of use. Now, imagine you log into your Binance account and you see this. Due to recent updates to our terms of service, we are no longer able to provide our services to you. Well, I think Binance is a good company, and I believe that even if they did do something like that, you would have a certain period of time where you could get your digital assets off of their exchanges. But you don't know for a fact that that's the way it would go down. It could go down in a way where all of a sudden your country doesn't allow you access to domain names in a certain geography. We don't know. There's a lot of unknown here. What is known is that if you get them off the exchanges and you control your private keys, that you don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay? But here's another example. This is with Kraken. My computer's trying to slow down on me. I hate it when this happens. But this has to do with Kraken. Now, Kraken's a U.S. exchange, but Kraken has given the middle finger to a lot of U.S. regulators. I remember reading the articles. I think New York wanted them to do something, and Kraken outright refused. Well, you don't ever know. I mean, for all we know, the FBI could go into one of these exchanges one day and just overnight lock it down. Well, and you got your digital assets on an exchange like that, and you are cooked. I mean, so you've got to think about these kind of things. This is an article, the Daily, Kraken swamped by U.S. subpoenas, AMD Partners Crypto Studio. Anyway, U.S. authorities issue majority of subpoenas to Kraken. Well, if they're issuing subpoenas to Kraken or any other firm, could they not at some point say, hey, FBI, these guys aren't being responsive to us. Oh, we'll just go in and shut them down until we get the answers we want. Well, you don't leave your digital assets on exchanges like this. You are asking for it. And that Kraken's a good company and a good exchange, but things happen like that. In the world, this world of digital assets, this is the wild, wild west, and they're trying to tame the wild, wild west. So you need to protect yourself. Next, I wanted to show you this article. Ripple prepares to sell millions in XRP to institutional investors as crypto whale watchers spot 71 million in Ethereum on the move. But these whale alert, and you can follow these guys on Twitter. But it shows all of this XRP that's being transferred into from unknown wallet to Ripple over-the-counter distribution wallet. In other words, there's millions of dollars of XRP being bought over the counter that we can't see right now. But these wallets show the transfers of XRP into the wallets for over-the-counter distribution. That's pretty exciting and cool. So we know that someone with a lot of wherewithal is stocking up on XRP. That's great. Next, I wanted to show you this. This is interesting. I've told you for many months that, sorry about the computer, just trying to slow down on me here. But I've told you for many months that Bitcoin and digital assets, and I've always said that it's very significant. Bitcoin and digital assets were born out of the financial crisis, but I've never shown you the actual proof of how I know that. But the fact that they were born out of the financial crisis is part of the reason that I got so interested in them. Is because I knew when I saw it that it was going to be a solution to the governments of the world manipulating our savings. And that's the reason I believe that ultimately, not necessarily in the short run, but ultimately crypto will be one of the greatest safe havens ever in the history of the world. But this is a tweet from Fidelity Digital Assets about the Bitcoin 10-year anniversary. They reference the Times chancellor on the brink of second bailout for banks. And then if you click on this, it takes you to this where they talk about the Genesis block. Now, I'm not a techie and I don't know computer code and all of that stuff. So I'll read you a little bit of this. A Genesis block is the first block of a blockchain. Modern versions of Bitcoin number it as block 0 through very early versions counted as block 1. The Genesis block is almost always hard-coded into software of the applications that utilize its blockchain. Well, when Bitcoin first came out, somewhere in the coding of this, Satoshi Nakamoto had written in this, okay? The Times 03 January 2009, Chancellor on the brink of second bailout for banks. So that is obviously Satoshi Nakamoto telling the world, you guys start bailing out the banks and bailing out yourselves while the world's in a financial crisis. That if there's never been another signal to the world that this is in response to the crooked and literally illegal things that the central banks and banks did, bailing themselves out, and then the very next year, all of the Goldman Sachs and the boys had record bonuses that they gave themselves after the bailouts. I'll never forget it. It's the most astounding, it's the most arrogant display of screw you that the citizens of the world have ever gotten. And this was digital assets were the screw you right back. That's what it was. And that's what I've always known it was. And so that's why this movement is so much bigger even than making money. This is freedom. It's financial honesty. That's what this really is. That's what it represents. And ultimately, no matter how long it takes, eventually the world will realize that it represents financial transparency and honesty. And for that reason, the average Joe people of the world will find it. And then they will find the greatest digital asset ever created, XRP. So anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that I thought that was a very interesting thing. I've never seen this. I forgot to show you this. This was the reference Satoshi Nakamoto put in here. And it's a reference directly to this actual Times article, Chancellor on the brink of second bailout. So he was literally pointing to an article, and this is from, I think, England. So there's a lot of people that think Satoshi Nakamoto is from England because this is an English newspaper. That's the way I read this anyway. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that you could lose your Ripple XRP if you keep it on exchanges. Thanks for listening.